What do you see? What's some advice that you give when you don't actually know what it took to get there? You can still want it, but most of us don't know where to start or how to go about it.
Well, once again, you're so insightful, and I'm glad you went in that direction, because that is a major blind spot that we as a society have. And it's only propagated exponentially on social media. And it's actually one of the core themes of why I love my work and why I hope my work is having an impact, is because my goal is to give folks a peek behind that curtain. You mentioned Steph Curry. My goal is to let folks know, do you have any idea how many hours and how many millions of shots that young man has taken in empty gyms when no one is watching in order to earn the right to shoot the ball the way he does? I haven't looked at the schedule today, but if the Warriors are playing tonight and Steph drops 50 and hits 10 3-pointers, the novice fan will look at that and they'll attribute some portion of that to luck. They won't have an understanding of what it took for him to be in the position to earn the right to do that. And that's part of what I try and share, whether it's on the basketball side or the business side. Some of the best entrepreneurs and executives and business leaders I've ever met spend a relentless amount of time in the unseen hours working on their craft and preparing and doing the due diligence required to be successful. And that's what I try to shine a light on, because so many people are already shining a light on the results and the outcomes and the finished product. And, one of the signature stories I tell almost every time I'm on stage was the first time I met Kobe Bryant back in 2007. And I watched one of his really early morning workouts. And at that time, as a younger coach, I was really surprised that he was doing very basic drills. And when I had a chance to talk to him later that day at camp about it, he said something to me that changed my life forever. He said the reason he was the best player on the planet was because he never got bored with the basics. And the hairs on my neck still stand up every time I say that phrase, because there's so much truth behind that and so much power. World-class performers have a strong respect and appreciation for the fundamentals, for the basics, and they work on those things relentlessly, almost to an obsessive degree during the unseen hours. And they know that that level of mastery is what creates the foundation to which everything else is built. And while the world-class performers know that, most of everyone else that's just watching on Instagram isn't aware of that. And that's what I'm trying to do in my work, is bring a level of awareness that these folks are not great by accident. They're not great by luck. They're great because what they're doing when we're not watching is what's setting the tone for what they do when millions of people are watching.